Hello again, everyone. This is Chris Sciria, and that's Robert Harding. And this is the Citizen Pick 6 weekly video for Week 10 of the 2014 NFL season. I'm chipper. I don't know why I'm chipper. Got 5 hours of sleep last night.
That's more than I got.
I mean, this guy was this guy was election central here. Okay, he was Chuck Todd and Tim Russert all rolled up in the one. George Stephanopoulos, man, down to Brazil. This guy was doing everything last night.
Rest in peace, Tim Russert.
Yes. The great late Tim Russert. And this guy was cranking out the election stuff last night. He was a one-man wrecking crew, so to speak. So, but I know you guys aren't watching this for politics. You're watching it for NFL stuff. So let's get right to it. We got 6 games. Robert picked them. I don't have the standings on me right now, but I believe I went 4-2. Robert went 3-3, and my lead is now, I believe, up to 6 games.
Somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah, I've got it written down, so we have it. So. Our first game, again, Robert picked the 6 this week, is his Buffalo Bills at home versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Bills are coming off their bye week. They're about as healthy as you could be, considering that their 2 starting running backs are both out. But there's still a good feeling in Buffalo. That I hear the game is sold out, that it will be on local television here in the Syracuse area. And the Bills play the Chiefs. Chiefs have been playing good lately, And I think they'll continue to play well. And I like them to go into Buffalo and knock off your Buffalo Bills.
Ouch, that hurts. You know what? I'm picking the Bills this week.
He's picking the Bills this week. All right.
Home game, coming off a bye.
Mm-hmm.
You figure they're fresh. A nice placement for the bye week.
Right.
Right in the middle of the season.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like their chances.
Okay. You think I just think the lack of a running game is going to come back to hurt them. That's my gut on the game. That they did beat Minnesota. Orton played well, but how much can Orton carry you?
Well, they've gotten to 5-3
right.
without utilizing their rushing
right.
attack. It's been one of the things I haven't liked about this team all year, because it's not just about the production; it's about the utilization.
Right.
And offensive coordinator Nathaniel Hackett seems to want to have a pass-first team, so that's why Kyle Orton's in there.
I like Alex Smith in this game too. I think he's not going to kill you with a long ball, obviously, but I think he can do some damage with the short and intermediate passes. So, next game, my Miami Dolphins against the Detroit Lions in the Motor City. I picked against Miami last week. I really thought they were going to lay an egg against the Chargers, and lo and behold, they surprised me. 37-0 whooping of the Lightning Bolts. Definite surprise. Can they do it again? Can they win 4 in a row? Yeah, they won 3 in a row. Can they make it a 4-in-a-row winning streak? No. Sorry. No. I know. I hate picking against them because I know they can win. If they play like they did against San Diego, I know they could win easy if they play that good. But Detroit's defense, much better. Great pass rush. Say this one. Ndamukong Suh. Ndamukong Suh. See, I was trying to pronounce the end. The end's silent. Ndamukong Suh. Pass rush. Dolphins, even though their offensive line is much better than last year, Miami always struggles against teams with great defensive lines. See Buffalo Bills for past experience there. And I just can't see Miami's offense putting up 37 points. Although I do see Miami's defense holding Detroit to maybe 3 touchdowns, if that. It's going to be a low-scoring game. I think this is going to be like a 21-18 type game, 20-17 type game. But as much as it pains me to pick against my Dolphins, I'm going to go with the Lions.
I'm taking the Dolphins.
Son of a gun. Wow. All right. You want to explain why?
Dolphins defense looks good to me.
All right.
Lions have a good defense too, but
Lions have the best defense in the NFL, I believe.
Oh yeah, really good team, really good defense. I just think the Dolphins are on a roll. That's all.
I think if the game was in Miami, I would probably pick the Dolphins, but being in Detroit, I'm just not probably. So, speaking of teams that play well at home, the 49ers versus the New Orleans Saints. The Saints, this is a team can't win on the road, can't lose at home, and guess what? They're playing the Niners at home. The Niners are a team in free fall. They lost the game they should have won last week against the Rams. I'm starting to hear talk that Jerry Rice said Harbaugh will probably not be back next year, even though Rice has nothing to do with the team really. I value his opinion, and I like the Saints in this game. Back on track.
Yeah, I'm taking the Saints too. They're playing the Superdome. 49ers have been struggling this year. Can't seem to win consistently at home. And, the Saints are a reliable team at home to pick, so why not? We'll take them.
Next game, I gotta admit, I'm a little surprised that you picked this game because this isn't really one of the marquee matchups of the weekend.
Well, there aren't a lot of marquee matchups.
No, I know it is a dog weekend. There's a lot of buys. I think
there's
a
lot of buys.
I think there's 3 less games this week of 6 teams have buys.
A lot of good teams not playing this.
And if you're an Atlanta Falcons or Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan, we apologize to you for calling your teams dogs, but unfortunately the records speak for themselves.
You can apologize.
You know something? I know the Bucs are starting a new quarterback. I can't remember who it is. Is it Glennon? Is it McCown? Is it Doug Williams?
They've gone back.
Is it Vinny Testaverde? Is it Steve Young? Is it Trent Dilfer? I mean, does it really matter? I'm going with the Falcons. They got Matt Ryan. Even though their offensive line is in shambles, I like Atlanta in this game to beat the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons as well.
All right. Next game is the Carolina Panthers at the Philadelphia Eagles. An interesting game here. Nick Foles out with the injury. Mark Sanchez, the former Jets quarterback, is the starter. And he played well in relief last week. And, call me crazy. I like the Eagles at home. I like the Eagles to win this game.
Are you saying that if you give Mark Sanchez some weapons, he can actually be a decent quarterback?
I think if you get Mark Sanchez out of the circus that's known as New York and you give him some decent weapons and a real coach,
well, yeah,
I think that's a lot to do with it too. And a real offensive coordinator and just a real team and not a circus masquerading as an NFL team, the guy can be a decent NFL quarterback.
Yeah, I like the Eagles too. I think he shined last week.
Mm-hmm.
Given the spot he was put in, and this is a game. It's a home game. Playing the Panthers.
Yep.
The Panthers haven't been as good as advertised.
They've been
this
meh.
year. Yeah.
Meh. M-E-H. Meh.
Yeah.
They just,
Chris is up on the teen lingo. So
SMH.
So, I think he steps in there and, the Eagles, they have a lot of people to rely on, McCoy, Sproles, obviously, and then you have the wide receivers, Macklin, for example. I think they can still keep this thing going and, Sanchez will lead them to victory on Sunday.
Last game of the week, Bears at the Packers. Now, really, folks, are you going to pick against Green Bay at home? Well, it is a division game, so you have to kind of have that as a little bit of a caveat there. But the Bears have been horrible. They got whooped by the Patriots 2 weeks ago before their bye. They lost to Miami at home. They haven't won a home game. They're on the road in this one, but Green Bay smoking hot. I just can't see them losing to a dysfunctional Bears team at home. So I'm going with the Cheeseheads, the Packers.
Yeah, I'm going with Green Bay as well. Home game, NFC North rivalry here. And, Aaron Rodgers has been really good lately.
Mm-hmm.
Started off the season kind of slow, but, he's been really good and seems to be finding a comfort level with, these newer weapons he has. So, I'd watch out if I were the Bears. This could be over quickly.
It could be ugly.
Yeah.
It could be really ugly. So, well, folks, that's it for another week. We appreciate you watching. And if you liked the video, please, on Twitter, share the link. And we appreciate your help. And until next week, we'll see you later and enjoy the games.